Greetings, this is the Snowman from Phoenix, Arizona. I am responding to Chris at the Long Cut, the vinyl list, or rather the 10 most albums or vinyl albums that you like listening to. Not necessarily your favorite, but the ones that get played the most on the phonograph. So I was really inspired by this. I haven't done a YouTube thing before, and this is my first, so please bear with me and the jump cuts. But let's go through this because thank you, Chris, and all the others who have contributed. Because now I'm finding out all these other albums and stuff that people have been listening to and like, and I'm like writing them down, and it's like way cool. So here, I want to share with you this old timer at retirement age who lived through the 60s and 70s, still into the vinyl, and you inspired me to put the list together. So here we go. Number one is, I'm going in alphabetical order here, is, yes, Blue Oyster Cult, Agents of Fortune. That's right. Don't move. Anyways, the Agents of Fortune, yeah, I don't have a fever for a cowbell, but this album has so many good cuts on it. It opens with this great song about this isn't the summer of love. Yeah, things aren't the way they're supposed to be, are they? And then we have True Confessions. I love that tune. Of course, we have Don't Fear the Reaper, ETI, wonderful tune. Um, but there's this awesome, great cut here, The Revenge of Vera Gemini, where Patti Smith sings on it as well. It's an awesome album. This one gets played. Next, They Call Them Diamond Dogs. Yes, I love David Bowie. Really felt sad the day he passed. It was rough. The music that he's written and contributed and shared out there, if you've seen him live, he's pretty unbeatable. Um, this album, though, for me, does it because he actually plays guitar on it, and I really enjoy the textures and the theme of this album. It also has Rebel Rebel. So when this album came out, it was pretty much a turning point, I feel, in David Bowie's career and in my appreciation of his music. So onward to, that's for you, critical drinker. Anyways, next, um, well, I just bought this album because the cover. Really, I just was like, who's this? No, this album was not bought because of the cover. It was bought because a radio station here in Phoenix played all the tracks from this during the free format era. KDKB was the station. Uh, Bill Graham was the dude. Anyways, this album kind of made it to the hearts of many Phoenicians before the big Fleetwood Mac thing happened with these guys. And this album has a lot of great cuts on it, but one of the ones I feel that didn't get the appreciation or the recognition that it deserved was called "Races Are Run." It's flippin' beautiful tune. Besides all the other great songs that are on this that we've heard many times. Okay, next, Exposure. Yes, this album probably has more variety than any other album that's in this little batch here, and is one of the albums I play the most because of that. You have anything from Daryl Hall doing like Beautiful Ballad to Peter Hamill crushing it with some sort of really crunchy, rocky guitar tune. Um, this Burn Me Up, I'm a Cigarette. Come on, this album is so much fun. I can't get enough of it. Thank you, Mr. Fripp. You've done so much, all the King Crimson stuff. If you haven't seen this guy live, um, go check him out. But this album is the one for me. Next, um, another live performer I totally enjoy is Mr. Ian Anderson, and this band, one of the tighter bands you'll also ever see, Jethro Tull. Uh, This is their album, I feel, at their peak, and Minstrel in the Gallery. The songs on it are beautiful, and it's about him. He's just a Baker Street muse, and this freaking rocks. I know everyone loves Aqualung, but this is the shit. All right, next, um, K Scope, Phil Manzanera, the guitarist for Roxy Music, put this out after he did first two other solo albums, Diamond Head and Listen Now. But this album is the one that kind of captured me, and I flip and love it because it has beautiful experimental type of instrumental pieces on it, as well as some really funny stuff. This what is that? Cuban Crisis, a beautiful tune. But the tune, besides slow motion TV and remote control, there's a tune on here that's, if you don't listen to any of the other albums I've suggested, but the song on here to check out is called The Hotspot. Thank you, Mr. Manzanera, because everybody's dying at the hotspot. And this is the other album that kind of, I don't know, quintessential Pink Floyd that totally got me into listening to albums with headphones on. And then of course Dark Side comes out, but this is the one that still holds up. It has beautiful variety on it. Saint Tropez, what a beautiful tune. Echoes. So for us old time stoners and stuff, this album still holds up. And one of these days, I can't be beat as far as one of the ultimate progressive rock band tunes. And this is when the guys were enjoying playing together too. So next is probably one of the best producers out there, living still, and one of my favorite tunesmiths, Mr. Todd Rundgren. This album, Todd, it has some of the better tunes that he's ever written, in my humble opinion, and I happen to love Don't You Ever Learn, The Last Ride, Dream Goes On Forever, Heavy Metal Kids, how about a little fanfare? But this also has one of the best rock kind of tunes. Everybody's Going to Heaven and King Kong Reggae. It's like two tunes split together with some of the best drumming that you'll ever hear when Rotos just started by this guy named Kevin Ellman. Fucking fantastic. Doesn't get old. Thank you, Todd. He's bearing his soul right there. Boom. He's showing his face. This is the album. Okay, next for me, for another like just amazing band with incredible catalog and stuff, but at their peak they came out with this. Yeah, Fear of Music. And Brian Eno probably at his height when this album came out, and it has some of the best tunes by the Talking Heads. You know, Memories Can't Wait, Drugs, Electric Guitar, Cities, Air. Just love this album. Don't get tired of playing it, and it gets played quite a bit. Moving on, because I could talk forever. Next, who's next? Yeah, it's Quadrophenia, and it's probably my favorite of all their great catalog of stuff. But this is the one that holds up. This is the one that I put on the most. Can you see the real me? The Godfather meets the punk, Bellboy, what Heavenly Dancer. What else is on this? Damn it. Yeah, In My Head. I've had enough. Cut My Hair. Um, the Rock, Dr. Jimmy. Come on. The Punk meets the Godfather. Underrated tune. Probably one of the best rock tunes of Keith Moon's drumming that you'll ever hear. All right, down to number 10. Henry Mancini, Peter Gunn. This is the quintessential cocktail lounge 60s album music with one of the best themes for a TV show ever. And what can you say? This guy has written some of the better music that's been on soundtracks. Please check out Touch of Evil. But this is the album that I put on when I'm making dinner or in that kind of twilight hour when you want a cocktail. It's got such beautiful tunes on it. Henry Mancini, very underrated composer, loved this album, and it gets played the most. Bonus! We got a little bonus pick because everyone had like 11 or 12. So here's my bonus, Mr. Tom Lehrer. Yes, songs by Tom Lehrer. I bought this album for 10 cents at some sort of like book sale. Remember those? And 10 cents for a 10-inch album of one of the funniest guys ever. And please check out Tom Lehrer if you don't know him. Anyways, that's it. Thank you, Chris, for uh, making me indulge myself into something that I feel is important. And please, everyone, share the 10 albums that you listen to the most. What a brilliant idea. Thanks.